What's up guys, welcome back to another video. And in this video, before talking about this video, let's talk about the previous video. In our previous video we made this left screen, right? This screen, the minimal travel diary concept screen. And in that video, in the middle of that video, I was talking about how you could pull real data from your Firebase storage or some other backend that you use, and then throw that data into this UI without hard coding all these stuff. In that video, I just simply used a lot of asset images and then hard coded all these titles and everything, right? So a lot of people messaged me asking me to show, like, make a video and show an example of how it's done. That is to pull real-time data from Firebase and then throw it up on the screen. So in this video, let's see how to integrate actual data from Firebase and then integrate that into this particular screen. Okay, so let's just ignore these stuff. And if you notice here, the images and the album title, the person who uploaded this album, and the count of the images is the one that we need to essentially pull from your backend, right? So I have stored these images, set of images, like 7 images here in Firebase storage, and I'll be making use of these as 2 sets. Okay, the first 3 will be the first set of image, that is this set of images, and they will have their own title and owner who uploaded them, and the second 4 will be this set of images. Okay, now we'll see. So I'll just show you the architecture of our collection so that you get a better idea. I have a trips collection, and inside that I have 2 documents. The first document contains 3 images, and the owner, the person who uploaded it, is Yogan, and the trip name is Mau Summer 2018. The second document is nothing but has 4 images uploaded by Raja, and the trip name is Mountain Trip. That is this set of this travel entry. So let's see how to pull this data into your application and then actually throw it up integrate it with a nice UI like this. Okay, so moving on to our code here. This is the code we have right now, right? Right now we are using a lot of asset images, and we just simply called image grid and gallery detail a couple of times to make it look like there were 2 travel entries, right? So first we'll comment all these, and then we need to have a file for pulling the data, right? Travel service dot, and we need something to interface with Firestore. So I'll go ahead and install a plugin, Cloud Firestore. This is installed as well. Now get back to travel service dot, import that package. What was that? Cloud Firestore, right? It's fine. Class travel service. And I'll have a get data function here. This will be an asynchronous operation. No, this need not be an asynchronous operation. Return firestore dot instance. This IntelliSense will take some time to load. Dot collection trips dot snapshots. So this will return me all the documents inside the trips collection as a stream. So I need to make use of that stream, get each and every snapshot from that stream, and then try to populate it on the UI. In main dot, I'll go ahead. I'll save this first. And in main dot, I'll go ahead and import what was the travel service, right? Travel service dot. Then get into init state. Here we need to call that particular function and then store the data somewhere, right, locally, so that you can use it anytime you want. So I'll have a variable for that. That's it. Okay, and inside init state I'll simply do set state trip details equals travel service dot get data. Fine. We'll write another function, get trip details, get travel entries. Okay, this function will return us this set of travel entries, this entry and everything. So I'll just do if trip details not equals null, then I need this. If not, return new text loading, please wait. Okay, and return stream builder. Inside this I just need to give the trip details builder context snapshot. This will be a function, and inside this if snapshot dot data not equals null, return list view dot builder. If the snapshot contains data, then we need to I'll return a list view that will contain each and every entry. Okay, and inside the list view the first one will be primary should be set to false, so that it doesn't cause disambiguation while scrolling. We already have a list view here as well, right? Where is it? We already have a list view here. So if we use a list view inside a list view, there will be both will have their own independent scroll mechanism, so there will be disambiguation. So if I set this to false, then that will be the primary list view, which means that the scroll will be working fine. Shrink wrap true, and item count snapshot dot data dot documents dot length. Fine. The next thing is item builder context inside this return new column children widget. What was that? Build image grid, image gallery detail. Okay, two functions. So the first build image grid snapshot dot data dot documents of I dot data of images. Okay, so this will take this individual snapshot, and then snapshot data dot documents of I dot data of images will simply refer to this particular images, right? So each and every document will have this array which will contain a set of images. That's exactly what I am referring to here. And never mind the underline, since we don't have this image grid is not capable of receiving this argument sent to it, right? That's why it's showing this red underline. I'll fix it in a minute. So the next one will be build what was that? No, image grid and image some detail, image gallery detail. Inside this also I'll just do snapshot dot data dot documents of I dot data of trip name. We also need the owner and the count of the photos, right? I'll provide all three here. Snapshot dot data dot documents of I dot data of images. Fine. And snapshot dot data dot documents of I dot data of owner. All three is done, right? Okay, now let's go ahead and try to modify this in such a way that it's quite capable of handling these two, this argument and these three arguments. Get to image gallery detail first, and then what were those? First one was trip name, right? The second one were the set of images. The third one was the owner name. Trip name, so we'll use interpolation. Owner name, here as well we'll use interpolation. Images dot length, that is done. The second one was build image grid. Yeah, build image grid. We just need the images, and inside here, instead of asset image, I'll use a network image. Network image, images of 0, images of 1, and images of 2. I can simply hard code 0, 1 and 2, since at any given point of time only 3 images will be visible, right? In every entry only 3 images will be visible at any given point of time in the screen. So all I need is those first 3 images of that particular travel entry. So I'm just giving 0, 1 and 2. Fine. Let's just save this. We have done everything that's required. Let's just save this and try to run this on a device and see if we actually get the desired result. We just need to call this right, get travel entries, where we commented those. Alright, let's see how our application fares on the screen. It looks really good, right? And if I scroll, you can see that it's a completely different set of images. Not only that, you can see the first travel entry was made by Yogan and the photo count is 3, whereas the second travel entry is made by Raja and the photo count is 4. I didn't add some padding here, so sorry guys. Anyway, the first travel entry has a different title, and the for instance, I'll change this so that you guys can see it actually. This mountain trip, I'll change it to something else. Okay, I'll make a real-time change. Trekking on hills. Okay, I'll just update this. Just watch here. See, it updated. It got updated in real time, right? Since we are using a stream, it's obviously listening to all the changes that's happening in the document and then updating that changes here in real time. So you now have a perfect way of you now have synchronized data between Firestore and the actual UI that you just built, right? And if you noticed, we just used a stream builder and then we just passed these two, passed the snapshots, these two documents to the specific functions that will build the image grid and the small detail info below that for us, and those picked up these data, and then one built the image grid neatly for us, while the other used the title of the travel entry the owner of the travel entry and the photo count to neatly display that for us as well beneath each and every travel entry. So yeah guys, this is how you synchronize your data from any of your backend with your UI that you generally make in one of my UI challenges, guys. Now I have just shown you a very simple way. You can obviously bring in RxDart and then do a lot of manipulations on this data before actually throwing it up on the UI screen. The other thing that I wanted to mention here is kindly there are a lot of people who kept asking me about the Firebase Bill and how it is exploding and all that. The thing is, if you are on the Blaze plan, for instance, the free quota itself offers a lot, guys. If you are on the Blaze plan, then you will be first you will be in the free quota and then you will be charged on a per use basis. So per use basis here refers to if you do one document read, that is counted as one operation. If you do one document write, that is counted as one operation. So as far as this is concerned, there is the free quota limit itself is too generous. That is, I think there is several thousands of read write operations you can do on your Firestore collections. Whereas when it comes to storage, you would all obviously notice that I'm using a different app for the Firestore collection and the different app for storage, right? This is because I was using this app's storage, but I exceeded the quota limit. That's the only reason, guys. Wait, I'll show you. See, you have exceeded your quota for this project. So the thing is, since we are using streams, and if you are while developing, if you are repeatedly reloading for some simple error that you get, then obviously it will make repeated requests. And just watch this. I just tapped on usage, right? It's already 304.9 MB. The quota is 1 GB per day. Okay, the egress network, you can send data over the network. The quota is 1 GB per day, and I already made 189 requests. This is due to the fact that I already have some data worth of around 10 MB, right? So each and every image is around 1.8 MB, 1.7, 1.8 MB. This is 1 MB, and a few images I have less than 1 MB. Totally I have 7 images. And I have made 189 requests asking the Firebase cloud storage to send these images over the network, and it took around 304 MB. So kindly watch this while developing. Okay, if you are using the free plan, kindly watch this while developing. You might now ask me how to limit this, and then how to make it not exceed the limit, right? Quota usage limit, right? So there are ways to do that. I'll talk about that in a separate video. Otherwise, this whole point of this video will get diluted, and I'll be simply talking about how to control your Firebase Bill. Anyway, the point of this video was that I was trying to show you guys how to synchronize the data from your actual Firestore collection to a UI that you developed. This UI was the one that we developed last week, and I was simply using hard-coded asset images and hard-coded values here. Now none of this is hard-coded. Everything is pulled from the Firebase collection, Firestore collection. I have a separate trips collection, a couple of documents corresponding to a couple of travel entries. One document contains the owner name, the trip name, and the set of images. The images I am storing in Firestore, Firebase storage, and then simply using the download URL here, right? So all this data is then integrated inside your UI and then displayed to you. I just changed the title of one to show you guys. I'll even do another one. I'll change this one, guys. I'll change this so that you guys can see this in real time. I'll change this to beach trip 2018. Okay, just watch the mobile screen now. I'll just click on update, and it automatically got changed here as well, right? So yeah guys, this is how you synchronize your data between Firestore and your UI that you and all the awesome UI screens that you create. So yeah guys, this is what I wanted to show you guys today. Hit like if you really like this video. Subscribe to my channel if you want to watch more cool stuff like this. Actually, I got a client, guys. I'm working on an application now with him, so I'll be just making 2 or 3 videos per week now. If you like this type of content, I also make UI challenge and animation related videos. So if you like this type of content, kindly subscribe to my channel and hit on the bell notifications icon so that you don't miss out any of my uploads. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.